Okay, we are live.
Can you guys see this okay?
Yeah, we can see it just fine.
Good.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm going to be kind of moving it in and out a lot, so hopefully it doesn't go.
Yeah, go crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, we're like 19 seconds in and we have no friends so far. Wait, no, I lied. Joseph says hello.
Hello, Joseph.
And Bethany's here. We've got ringers and mods. Good morning,
Ringers and mods.
How's everybody doing? Ender Pearl says hi.
Hello.
How are we doing?
You lower it just a touch.
I can. Better?
Yeah.
Valentina says hi.
Hi, Valentina.
Dea says hello. Rose says, lovely design. I always admire your use of colors and inking.
Thank you.
Blueberry Bella's here and says happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
How you doing, Blueberry? Floria says hi, and Prim says hi.
Hello.
That looks so pretty, says HNS. Snail says hello.
Thank you. Hello.
Zaiku says hi. Hey, Amelia says hi.
Hi, Amelia.
How are we doing today, friends? So this is one of those controller covers that Scott...
This is going to be our first paid advertisement.
Yep. We've got a Nixia. She says, hey, howdy, hey.
Hey, howdy, hey.
Lenny's Art Project says hi. Hey, Nixia, thank you, and I'm sorry.
We killed Nixia.
Oh, God. Poor thing. Gibran asks, do you prefer Xbox or PlayStation?
I'm actually a Nintendo Switch person just because I love Zelda. And I like the brighter, more fun games. The Xbox, I just got it. And so far, the only game that's kind of captured me a little bit is Forza 5, which is really interesting. The introduction was amazing. But
I have to try that Disney game.
Yeah, there was a Disney game for Donna.
Yeah. She says, stop apologizing. I had a glass. Oh, my God. I was embarrassed and terrible. Andrew Pearl says, I love Zelda too.
Yeah.
Craig says, hey, how you doing?
We're doing good, thank you.
Naman says, any advice for a broke artist?
Yeah, just worry about drawing. I did a video where I went to the store and I spent $8 and I was able to get a sketchbook. I was able to get pencils, an eraser, and pencil sharpener. And that's all you need.
And if you're that broke, you just use whatever you have at home. Do you have crayons? Do you have envelopes left over from the mail? You can make art with with anything. Honestly.
All of us started off that way,
yep.
And
with nothing.
Yeah. But drawing is the most important thing. And it doesn't cost a lot to draw.
I think one day you should do a series of characters from the Little Shop of Horrors.
I did do Audrey and Seymour.
Let's see. A lot of people are saying it looks awesome.
Oh, thank you. So I'm using the acrylic markers, and I did get Posca pens. And
you guys, okay, funny story. I came down here yesterday, and Scott was working on the controller, and I said, hey, that looks really good. And he grabs one of the Posca pens, pulls the cap off, and he goes, I just know I'm gonna hate these because you have to press the tip down to release the ink into the pad. And he was like, it's just so disgusting.
You just know
he likes these acrylic markers that much. It's funny, and you guys know he never likes anything this much.
Not with the word acrylic in it either.
Exactly. If you've been around a while, you know this is like huge. So funny. I still wonder how to even draw on a controller. I once drew on one and my dad slapped me with his shoe. Till this day, I want to draw on a controller, but you guys are awesome.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to make a video on it, but there's this company called GameSir, And look at this. They come with these replaceable covers. Isn't that cool? So they said, you know, hey, we make controllers with replaceable covers that you can customize. Would you make some art on it? And we're like, sure. And they sent us an Xbox too, which is kind of cool.
Indeed it is. So this is your first time drawing on a controller.
This is my first time drawing on a controller, and only the second time using those Arrtx.
So we are drawing on a plastic controller cover. We are using acrylic Arrtx markers, and right now you're using your zebra brush pen.
I am.
Okay.
So the zebra brush pen kind of goes over it pretty well.
Catching people up. The Arrtx markers were sent to us, and we don't get paid for those. They send us stuff.
It's like a movie reviewer getting tickets to go see a movie.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Companies will send us their stuff and they want our honest answer. And lots of times I don't like it, but I'm always nice about it, and I'll say what I do and don't like about it. It just happens that every once in a while I'm surprised, like these.
I think they're all surprised that you're surprised.
Yeah.
So
I'm wondering if going curly hair was not the right move. It just doesn't seem to be coming out as nice. So here is the good thing about.
Do you like Zelda more or Mario?
Zelda.
Oh my God! It totally covers it up.
Yeah. It's lifting it up a little bit, so you can see the tip is getting a little brown or a little gray. So I will have to
clean it with a paper towel.
No, wipe it on something.
Oh,
just to clean it off.
Hi from Ireland. Hi from Germany. Lovely.
Hello, thank you.
Epic. Completely breathtaking. Hi from Colorado. Love all your art and happy holidays. Happy holidays to you, Mia. Cat with the Chainsaw says, I appreciate all the inspiration you've given me to continue doing art. I hope you know that you've brought me a long way, and I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart.
Oh, that means a lot to me. Thank you.
I really want to try watercolors because of you. I really hated the idea that you inspired me, and I'm so happy I will get to try.
Oh, good.
Yay! So you guys need to be on the lookout today for a video. Scott went and did, you know how he did Wednesday Addams the other day? Using the Grabby watercolor kit that they put together for us, for you guys. He is going to be doing a head-to-head comparison.
Yes, with my good stuff.
With all of the art supplies that he uses and the $25 set. So the paper, the pen, the pencils, everything.
Yeah. You can see here.
But he's going to add up the cost of all of
This was Fridays with the $25 set, and this was over the weekend with my good materials.
Mm-hmm. Well, your professional materials. Let's say your professional materials. But you guys will definitely see a difference in the price point of the materials, the professional materials to the Grabby materials. And if you want to start with the set, is it perfect? Nothing's ever perfect. I'll just tell you that right now. But it's a great set to start with.
Yeah.
So there you go. Oh, hi from South Africa.
Hello.
What kind of weather are you having down there? Shala's Life says, hi, I love your channel. When I saw the Little Mermaid watercolor piece, I absolutely fell in love with your style.
Oh, thank you. That was a fun one.
Cute. Hi, how are you doing? I'm a young trans artist, and your art really inspires me. I love how kind and inclusive you are. Also, great color choices. It looks amazing. Oh,
thank you. Yeah, this is kind of, I'm kind of ripping off my my hair journal lesbians piece. But I think you're allowed to rip off your own work, right?
I think so. My drawings were displayed in the school art area. That's avocado pudding.
That's great. Congratulations.
Do you both do art or only Scott? I can do stick people really well. No, I don't do art, but I do journal. And I make a mean cookie, don't I, honey?
She does. She made me cookies for my birthday.
I did indeed. Watching while baking, 'tis the season, says Jamie. Jamie, hi.
Hey, Jamie.
It is the season, my friend. Just baked some cookies last night. It's raining in South Africa by me. Love from India. Yeah,
Oh.
it's raining here too. Oh, we're both getting rain. I'm Ruby from Lebanon, Ohio. Love your art.
Oh, hello, Ruby.
I see that you like those acrylic markers.
I do. They're
With a
fun.
little winky face. I tried gouache for the first time yesterday. That's scream Eureka.
I'm going to blow dry, so everybody cover your ears. Blow dryer. All right, let's get some inking back on here.
Let's see. I can't change this. What medium do you recommend when customizing items such as controllers? I want to do this to my own items.
I'm really liking these Arrtx acrylic markers for what were they? $25?
You know what? I don't know how much they were.
I think they were $25, and
yeah, for 30 of them.
Yeah, they are just perfect because you have kind of a brush control. So sometimes I don't like how the hair is coming along, and so I will just try kind of find. Usually, I like to do it in the pencils, where I kind of find the flow of the hair, and sometimes, especially if I'm working in gouache or something more correctable like this, I'll just kind of play around till something kind of works out. So
they have a set of 30 for $27.99 on Amazon, and they have a set of 62 for $48.99 on Amazon right now. I don't know what the difference is. I don't have time to look too much, but yeah, they're on Amazon. You can get a small set of 30 of these for $27. Oh yeah, Bethany put in. If you do want to get the grabby kit, there's a code. Use our code to get it for the $25 price. Scott15. Use the code. Love from the Netherlands. Hello from Australia. I was just talking about you and your Huntsman spiders yesterday. I was. Do you ever name your original characters?
Yes, but usually in the comic books that I do, not the.
Hey, Steph Nerd's here.
Hey, Steph Nerd. Not in a painting. I never name my paintings.
I want to see you draw a stick person. You really don't. I'm so boring. I am not the most. I'm working on some more journal videos. I have some content stuff coming up. And I posted a video last week about all of my journals that I've written in and my planners over the years. Arma and Revanesh says, what's your favorite art medium? Love from India.
I think it's still watercolor. Watercolor and ink.
I can't tell if my character is a boy or a girl. Do you have a tip?
Is it important to decide?
Deb says, hi, I love your art and how you do nothing but inspire people to create art.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, Ellen's here and says good morning.
Hello, Ellen.
Hi,
okay.
Ellen.
So I think what I'm going to do is now I'm going to take another color. Kind of like what I did here is I took a lighter color, but I think I'm going to take a darker color and just try to accentuate.
The blue hair is really pretty. Oh, you faded them to purple in the middle. I didn't notice that.
Yeah, I tried to connect it a little bit.
Oh, I love that. Wow,
it's weird because the colors don't really blend.
Yeah, but you did a good job. It looks like they're fading together in the middle. I like that. Are you a gamer? I
am not a like professional or anything like that, but I do play every day.
Who is your favorite actor or actress, and have you have drawn? Any tips?
My favorite actor would probably be Robin Williams, and I have drawn them.
Numerous times.
They're not my favorite to draw. I think probably Alan Rickman or Linda Carter or Ian McKellen are fun to draw.
I'm so tight on money, I am unable to get acrylic markers. Okay, so Keen, we are going to be giving away in January a bunch of art supplies. I don't know if Scott will part with these.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm parting with these, but
Yeah.
yeah.
But I will try to talk to Arrtx and see if I can get a set to give away. Since you love them so much, you've used them in more than one video.
All right, I'm gonna see if I can give her a little bit. She's very kind of normal skin tone. I'm gonna see if I can give her more of a darker skin tone.
Okay. So in January, just to encourage everybody, like let's start off the year doing art. We are going to be giving away a bunch of art supplies that Scott's tried. Some are gently used, some are not used at all. But that's going to be January. Do you have any tips for someone who is starting to paint with gouache?
Yeah, there's a couple of videos on it, but I would say start to paint your midtones and then come in with your darks, your shadows, and then come in finally with the highlights. But also remember, you can use gouache like watercolors. You can make them very watery if you'd like.
This person asks, do you get a lot of product out of the markers?
Well, this is only the second time using them,
Yeah.
so
We don't know.
I'll let you know if they run out, but I don't. It doesn't feel like it's in any way struggling.
Well, that's good. This is Mubehe from the Philippines says, this is a delight to watch before I go to sleep.
Oh.
Johnology says, ironically enough, I'm painting while I'm watching this.
Oh, that's great.
Sil Farba says, good morning. I hope you both are doing well. We are. Thank you for that. What is your favorite winter activity? Indoors or outdoors? Doesn't matter.
I think indoors for me. Staying home and painting.
My favorite is curling up in front of the fireplace next to the Christmas tree with a book and my dog and a hot cup of tea. That's my favorite indoor activity. Unless my boys are home and then it's whatever my boys want to do, I will go along with, and I don't care what it is. Heart on sleeve. Have you ever tried inking with a nib/dip pen?
Once. Wasn't really for me.
I love dip pens. I love trying inks with a dip pen.
Can you guys see this okay, or?
We can.
Okay.
I'm going to change this song. I can do that real quick. We're trying some new music today, so bear with us while we struggle through this. Emmy says, hi, I'm a 14-year-old student aspiring to be a good artist. I love your review videos on art supplies, and you really inspired me to start a themed sketchbook and one day be as good as you.
Oh, fantastic. I love to hear that.
Go, Emmy, go. That's awesome. Dino Dude is live streaming right before school. Let's see. Where are we here? Oh, I lost that question. How do you feel about painting outside of the Hobbit hole?
I like it a little bit. I like the getting out every once in a while. I like filling up my sketchbook with places. It's kind of, for me, getting out and doing that is kind of like working out. It's something that makes me uncomfortable, but I feel good after I do it.
You missed a long line on that one.
Yeah. All right.
I loved your movie Animal Crackers. Watched it for the first time the other day and loved it. That's really
Oh, thank you.
What is the biggest art piece you've created, and what was it?
It was the Animal Crackers movie poster, actually.
And Box TV is back at it.
Hey, welcome back, Box.
You do not ever have to do that. You're so sweet. Thank you. This is the first time I've actually managed to be awake when you were live. This is Little Muffin.
Oh, welcome, Little Muffin.
What is your favorite Hobbit or Lord of the Rings movie?
Probably the first Lord of the Rings movie.
Pixel Pretzel says, good morning. Does the paint seem like it would rub off over time, or is it sticking very well? Thanks.
I'm worried that I'm going to scratch it off, which I think is a valid thing. Like, I think if I took my nail to it, but it's holding up pretty well.
Do you think you'll cover it with a fixative?
Yeah, I'm going to practice on one of the other ones they sent me and see what I could do about putting a spray on it.
Yeah, just to keep it there. Good question, Pixel Pretzel. So did you tell what the biggest piece you?
Yeah, I said the Animal Crackers movie poster.
Brian says, hi, I'm from Ireland. We were just talking about your country yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm currently sick, so I've been binge watching your videos.
Oh,
I'm
feel
sorry
better.
You're sick. That's not fun. But at least you have something fun to watch. I love your art. Do you have any tips for beginners or young artists to get inspired to draw?
Oh, thank you. Yes, draw everything every day. Try to fill your sketchbook with drawing things that you don't normally draw. And don't draw from your imagination. Draw from sight if you can.
Battlebrooks is here and says good morning.
Good morning.
How did your court thing go so you could change your name? Did it go well? Is it all settled? And if I'm being too nosy, just tell me to shut up. That's fine. Scott, will you ever try Warhammer or another miniature painting thing?
I'll never say never.
You'll never say never. And that's the end of the sentence. Okay. So Ellen wants to know what I'm reading. Okay. So I am in a Christmas reading binge right now. I only want to read Christmas books, which I guess is kind of crazy. So I read Huga and Kisses by Clara Christensen. Very Scandinavian. I just finished 2 days ago The Christmas Bookshop by Jenny Colgan. And my next one to read that I have, which is actually on my Nook app, which I'm really excited about, is Meet Me Under the Mistletoe, and that's by Jenny Bayless. And that was a recommendation to me from one of the bloggers that I follow that was going to read it.
All right.
I still have to read A Christmas Carol. I read that every single year. I read A Christmas Carol. So I love that. It's my favorite Dickens book. Let's see. JJ Gamer says every day I see your videos, I always learn something new in art. I may have stopped a long time ago, but your art makes me want to go back. So thank you.
Oh, thank you. I love to hear that.
Foley's Comics says you're my favorite YouTuber.
Thank you so much.
Mobile Home says, what can you do if people bully your artwork?
Block them.
Yeah.
You get to decide who you let into your life
and into your brain.
Yeah, you get to. You don't. I mean, every day I have people coming on saying bad stuff about my work or making fun of me or really whatever it is, and I just block them and move on.
Or the mods block them and we
move on. They're inconsequential.
Yeah, they don't matter.
They don't matter at all to you, and you don't need to allow them a voice.
And 9 times out of 10, they're just very, very sad people who are jealous and can't make art as cool as you.
Yeah.
So there.
There's no law or anything that says that you must listen to criticism and that you must listen to trolls. There's nothing positive. There's no good that can come from that.
We have a Discord server already. There's a link on our website. Let's see. I recreated one of my drawings from 2021 before your tutorials and it turned out well. The changes were very much visible. Your techniques worked perfectly, Scott.
Oh, fantastic.
That's triage. Give me some advice for a beginner artist.
Draw everything every day. Don't draw from memory. Draw from sight. Teach your hand and your eyes to work together.
Dick says, I try to create art on paper but struggle as I work better with food.
No.
Then food's your medium.
Yeah.
You inspired me to start drawing. I submitted my drawings to a bunch of schools and I got accepted to Don Bluth's Animation Academy.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
I'm a fan of Don Bluth. He animated Land Before Time. That's the
coach. Oh, yeah, yeah. Our good friend John Pomeroy was one of the founders of Don Bluth.
Yeah. It's fantastic. Yeah. Oh my God, that's so funny. The world is a very small place.
Yeah.
You know, getting smaller by the day. Thanks, Dorina. Love your stylization.
Thank you.
I saw you trying these with a drawing of one of the people from the Gorillas.
Yes, yes. That was my first time. This is now my second time using it, and I'm really liking it.
Pablo asks, do you find any problems working with watercolor over colored pencil?
Yes, watercolors will not go over colored pencils. Colored pencils will go on top of watercolors.
They're too waxy.
Yeah.
The watercolor will just bunch up or bead off or something. I love how you draw. Do you have any tips for coloring characters?
Thanks. I do have some tips on how to do skin color, if that helps.
Yeah, you do. That's true. I can't change because I think you're great also for the other person. Thank you. One of my characters had no gender for a while because it didn't matter. It only mattered later on when the story was more developed.
Okay. Okay.
Well,
again, whatever you feel is best for that character.
Is what you go
The
with.
characters will tell you.
They really do. Hey, Emma's here. Sorry,
Hey, Emma.
Emma. So many comments. Did you do any comics other than Spider-Man?
Yeah, I mean, I worked on a lot of comics from Star Trek to Mortal Kombat. But I did do my own series of comics too, called the Dreamland Chronicles, and of course, Animal Crackers.
Correct. I can't change. Then says I'd say develop the story first and then see if it matters. You could be a girl, guy, or non-binary pals. Heck, your character should be fluid.
Yeah.
There you go.
Like I said, only if it's important to the story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What type of markers do you recommend? Please tell me, says Peter.
I've really enjoyed was it Artbeak?
Artbeak.
Alcohol markers. Yeah, those are good alcohol markers for the price. I mean, I used to have Copic markers. I gave them away to a young artist, and I really haven't missed them.
Yeah.
And those were so expensive.
We've got there's a set of 72 for like $27.99 or something.
It was really cheap.
It was really cheap, and that was on Amazon. But those are the ones we tried. You can also go to the products we've reviewed list on our website, and you can see all the different kinds of markers and pencils and tons of Crayola stuff that Scott has recently reviewed. So you can look at those and see how those are. I'm currently making a really, really big artwork with watercolor. Watercolor is the only medium I use. Any advice, please?
Work light to dark. Okay, I might come back to her and try to get the skin color. This is the hair journal one that I was kind of looking at, and I just don't, the colors just don't exist, and you can't blend them. So I might come back to her later.
Can I see the whole thing? I joined late. Yeah, give him a second and then he'll show you the whole thing. If you were to grade Arrtx as a brand from 1 to 10, what would it be?
I would say a 5 or 6. You know, remember, I'm used to using professional grade. Yeah, more expensive materials, but for what they do, I think it's wonderful.
Opinion on Coca-Cola.
I haven't had a Coca-Cola in probably a few years.
Mm-hmm. Every once in a while, I'm dying for one, so I'll go get one. What were the best affordable acrylic paints?
The only acrylic paints that I've tried were either Liquitex, which I did not like, and then the Hemi paints. Yeah, Hemi acrylics. Those are pretty good. All right, so here's what I got. I've been adding, I don't know if you guys can see it, some detail in the background, just some like vines. So I'm going to do that for now and then kind of come back to her.
What type of paper should I use for watercolor pencils? Because the paper I use is too thin and it tears apart almost immediately.
Always watercolor paper. 300 GSM if you can.
Have you done any video game characters?
Yeah, absolutely.
Meta Flame says, awesome, you're customizing a controller. This is something I definitely wanted to see. Thank you.
Oh, my pleasure.
Jamie says, food is the main way I do art too.
Yeah.
And your food is
And that's why it's called the culinary arts.
amazing. 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 Did I mention? I'm just saying. Let's see. I noticed you roll your pencils and markers. I still do this. With pencils, it was to find or make a new point, but with markers or pens, is it just a force of habit?
I think when I'm using, especially like, because everything I'm using right now is a brush tip, and I think if you keep using the same edge, it'll get flat on that edge. At least that's the subconscious thing that I'm thinking of, and so I rotate them so that way it's fresh as long as possible.
Scott does not do anything with fashion design. However, his mom is going to be bringing some of her fashion design sketches from the 1950s.
Yeah, I think so.
With her for Christmas. So
I'll be able to scan them in.
I'm hoping maybe we can get her to draw with Scott on the live, because I think that would be super fun. And she's still so talented. It drives me crazy.
She's 84. And
yeah,
so she
very
just
self-conscious.
Yeah, she's like, oh no, I can't. But I've had her draw a couple times recently, and she still got it.
Oh yeah, she's very talented. She actually painted some small canvases and stuff. I told her I wanted a Vivian Saba original. That's what I wanted. I said I want an original painting. She said, no, you don't. I'm like, I think I know what I want.
She wants me to paint Dad for Christmas. I bought her a blanket.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Oh boy. We all saw how that went with the boys.
I know.
Would you ever try miniature painting?
Never say never.
Because you go outside sometimes, what was your top 5 most favorite places you went and why?
Well, Venice, Italy this year was amazing. So that was number 1.
Yep.
I would say probably London, Paris.
The
Louvre. And then I liked Carmel.
That was fun.
It was pretty.
Yeah. Did the Animal Crackers movie do good? I've never seen it.
It did. It was the number 1 animated film in the world over the summer of 2020.
The brush pens that he uses are the zebra brush pens, correct. We get them on jetpens.com and they're in the art supplies list.
All right, so now I'm going to take this very fine micron pen because I don't want the lines to overpower the character lines.
Okay. Recommendations for travel journals which are basic and good for sketching.
My favorite is the Be Creative, or you can more readily find the Canson XL watercolor journal.
And if you're in the United States, sometimes the Cansons are buy one get one 50% off at Michael's, which is you can get them for as low as $5.
Yeah.
And you can use coupons and stuff.
That's what I used for years.
Yeah, they're really reasonable. Love from India.
Hello, hugs from the Hobbit hole.
I never thought he would do this. Who is your favorite YouTuber?
Oh, I don't really watch YouTube channels. But most of the people who I follow on YouTube are people who I followed on TikTok, because I kind of came from TikTok. So it would be like either Santa Claus or Kim Diaz Home.
Put acrylic spray paint clear to preserve the colors.
Okay.
Oh, that's Box TV. Thank you for that. Taylin Pop says, hello, I want to say how much I am thankful for your drawing different skin colors. I am brown and I don't really see much skin difference.
Oh, thank you. No, it's how we see the world. And that's why I try to tell artists to please stop drawing from your imagination. Start looking up, seeing the world. Yeah, you'll see all the colors, you'll see all the shapes, you'll see all, not everybody is, perfect superhero proportions, and look at the different shapes, look at the different types of people, the different places. Not every building is, pristine. There's graffiti and there's parts, and I think seeing that gives more realism to the worlds that you're building.
Dorina says, I'm writing a Christmas book since 2 years, but I just don't have the motivation and time to continue, sadly. Aww.
Yeah. You'll find it. You'll find the time.
Well, I hope you make some time. F. Alexia says, hi from France. I really love what you do. Thank you so much for the inspiration you share with us.
Oh, thank you.
Wannabe Wednesday Adams, hi, I'm 15 and absolutely love your work. I have a question for you. Do you ever go outside and draw nature in colors that it would not normally be, such as purple grass, but still realistic?
I have not done that, no. And I have my own colors that I will add to things. I like using purple for my shadows and the pink noses and whatnot. But I have not gotten bold enough to make purple grass. I'm just not that bold of an artist.
Hey, Erica's here. Say good morning.
Hey, Erica.
Says good morning, everyone. Big hugs. How are you, Erica? I bet you're busy at work. So good to see you here. What's our favorite holiday and why is it Christmas?
Yeah.
I love Christmas because it makes me happy. I love to put up all the lights and I like to see all the pretty decorations.
Is this still in focus, even though I'm holding it this way?
No. So, well, a little bit. Well, I can see your thumb really well. Yeah, it's still a little out of focus.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, we're doing our best.
All right.
Use your channel. Use for your channel. What? Okay, I don't know what that is. Honestly, so inspiring. You're actually the reason why I got back into watercolors.
Oh, thank you.
Yay! I've been considering going into tattooing. Does anyone have any advice? Oh, what's our friend who?
Stephanie.
Yes.
Sweet Baphomet. Sweet
Baphomet, who is on here. Message her and ask her. She's just getting into tattooing now. She's a great artist. She makes beautiful, beautiful things. So message her.
I'm gonna try this color. This feels like it might be a little too gray for me, but let's see.
Oh, here it is. I was looking for Battle Brooks' reply. Donna, court went great. It took only a few minutes. I gave the judge papers to sign and read my testimony. I'm changing it. No one contested it, so he signed and my name is legally Emmett now. Yay!
Congratulations!
Good for you! Congratulations! That's great. That's awesome. We're so happy for you. You've been going through that for a while. What other things do you like to do that are not drawing?
I play games. I'm not. It's hard for me to say I'm not the best gamer because I grew up playing games, back in the 80s. So I always felt like I was a decent gamer, but kids today are so good that you're just like, okay, I'm not in that league. Like I play Overwatch and I was permanently in plat. And now that the new Overwatch came out, I'm kind of more in a gold.
So how exactly do these markers feel and work? Do you use them like gouache? Do they feel like acrylics? I'm just confused and have never seen a medium look like these do.
These are. This is only my second time using it, and they are very. They don't blend, and so I'm trying to give the illusion of shading and gradations with line, and so I'm just keep going over and over and over with them until hopefully it looks good. But it is definitely taking some getting used to. So like if I'm like, God, I want something that's more of a brownish red, and I just don't have it, and I can't blend the colors because if I put down a brown, it'll be brown. And then if I put a red on top of it, it'll be red. It's not like those two will mix. Whereas if I was doing that with watercolors or gouache, it would.
How do I draw pale characters? I have no idea. Sometimes I just leave the skin uncolored.
There is a video on skin tone, and I actually do one pale person. It was Doc Holliday from Tombstone.
You are entirely unlikely to see Scott drawing with me because I do not draw. What art mediums do you recommend for people on a budget? LOL.
Pencil and paper.
We also have the Grabby watercolor set that gives you all the things, like a pencil and a pen and watercolors. If you want everything, and it's only $25. So that's
depending on your budget.
Depending on your budget, exactly. Let's see. Oh, can I see the whole thing again? I joined late.
Okay,
Give him a minute and he'll hold it up. And then maybe you could show us the photo reference that you're using from the hair journal to make these, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, here. Can you guys see it okay?
Yes. Perfect.
So I just wanted her to have darker skin, and I'm just having a hard time finding it. So these were the hair journal pieces that I did. And I just thought this one was facing this way, this one was facing this way, and I thought I'll connect the hair.
Yes, that is on the left, the right, is the hair journal piece that Scott spilled the ink on. That is correct. Yes.
Yeah, which is why it's so orange.
Do you think you'll actually use this controller or just keep it for decoration?
I think the company wanted this. They might auction it off or rally it or raffle it off or something like that. So I'm going to put it on a controller and play with it for the video and then send it off to them.
Correct.
But I'll be posting the video later this week.
Yeah. Let's see. If your friend didn't give you the idea for the Hobbit hole, what would you have done for the studio?
Oh, it would just have been a basement again.
Yeah, it would have been another boring room in the house.
Yeah. With lots of comic books and stuff in it, but...
Yeah, but this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
You too can fake a Hobbit hole. I plan on making a small oil painting for a teacher of mine, but I have no idea what to paint. Any recommendations? What does the teacher like?
Yeah, if the teacher is a fan of any particular artist, like a Van Gogh or Monet or something like that, then maybe replicate one of those.
Customized controllers are always so interesting to see compared to the default colors that they come in. I love this design.
Oh, thank you.
Emma says, yeah, the law here in Nebraska is I have to publish in the paper once a week for 4 consecutive weeks that I am changing my name.
Interesting.
So I had to wait for all the publications then as a form of proof. See, that doesn't make sense to me because no one else should be able to tell you that you can't change your name.
Yeah.
And that's typically why you publish in the paper, is so people can come back and say...
And object.
Yeah, they can object. And who the heck should be able to object for you to change?
Yeah, who gives you the right to object to what I do?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Who gets to object? But anyway, you know what? We're just happy it's over and you've got it and it's done. And the laws in this country are so screwy sometimes. On that note. But I'm thrilled for you. Let's see. What do you play games on? PlayStation, Xbox, PC?
PC. Though we have when I was playing Zelda Breath of the Wild, which is probably my favorite game, that was obviously on the Switch.
Do they put Zelda on anything else besides the Switch?
No, it's
really, it's an exclusive, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting. Let's see. How do you decide on your background?
I originally just started with a plain color, and then I thought it was just too boring, and so then I changed the color. I didn't like that, and I just wanted some texture, so I actually got a stencil and work, like stuck it to it, and didn't like that. So I've, lots of times you'll see me just try different things and go, nope, don't like it. Nope, don't like it. And I think a lot of that has to do with the medium. Certain mediums like gouache, or in this case, these acrylic markers, you can make changes. You could change your mind. But when you're working with watercolors, it's a lot harder to change your mind.
Oh, there were so many of you today. There is a video on Scott's like how he gets motivated and art block and things like that. Did you get bullied because of your art?
No, I got bullied because I was a boy. That was it. They don't usually need a reason to bully you.
In the 80s, guys.
So. 70s, in the 70s and 80s, yeah. That's just how people are.
There will always be someone who thinks they're better than you, smarter than you.
And they don't need a reason to bully you.
No, they're just trying to make themselves feel better. Let's see. Okay, so the Klooge sent you a tip and then has this question.
Thank you, Klooge.
Art equipment listed on your website. Ever thought of listing all of your video making equipment for your filmmaking audience?
If that would help, absolutely.
We did list the projector.
No, but
and some of the
Adobe Premiere
tripods.
Yeah, they're saying that the filmmaking. I was assuming they meant the editing software, but yeah, maybe you're right.
Well, I thought it would be everything. The editing software, the tripods, the cameras, I figured it would be everything that they were interested in. Is that what you're talking about? You're talking about everything, right? Are you talking specifically about the software, or are you talking about like everything, soup to nuts, like the tripods and the cameras and all that stuff?
I think this is the better color. Let's try this.
Oh, Eleanor finally finished their first watercolor portrait ever. You really inspired me to do it, and it turned out quite well.
Oh, fantastic.
And they're currently knitting for the first time. Good for you. You're trying all these new things. Solar White is going live soon to paint miniatures and is really nervous. Any tips? Oh,
you know what? No, I get nervous even now, and I've been doing it for a couple years. I don't know if those nerves will go away, but just persevere. Nothing bad can happen. Nothing bad. You can, yeah. Just be yourself.
Talk to people like you're talking to a friend. Mia Bella says your way of documenting your life through art has inspired me to try as well. I'm not traveling currently, so I started with things in my room.
Oh, that's great.
Things in my room as a time capsule.
I love it.
That's a great idea. What should I draw? I'm so happy that you are still on live. A red panda in a Santa hat.
You should always say red panda.
But it's Christmas now, so you can put a red panda in a Santa hat. How do you decide on your backgrounds?
I will usually try to find a color. Oops, I just picked up some paint on my finger. I'll usually try to find a color, and then later on I'll go, does it need a texture? Does it need something to add to it? And that's kind of what I do. Lots of times it's trial and error. I'm going to try to add some purple to this hair back here.
Any 3D pieces?
No, I really haven't. Well, years ago, many years ago, before 3D printing became a thing, I did. We had some of my stuff printed out from a 3D company, and I painted those.
So long ago.
Yeah, which was really interesting.
Jamie says, I'm ready for the Hogwarts Legacy game to be out.
Yeah, that looks interesting. It's an open world kind of thing.
What do you mean open world?
kind of like Zelda, where you can just walk around. You're not on rails. You can walk around and do whatever you want to do.
Let's see.
Kind of like WoW.
Gotcha.
You know, you don't have to take the quest. You can just go do whatever you want.
I loved picking the flowers yesterday and chopping down plants and collecting bees and doing it. That's so fun. Oh my god, that's my speed. I'm a cleric wants to show their appreciation for the mods doing their best because they're awesome. We love them. We are going to try pasta pens.
I have them.
We have a lot of
I
stuff.
bought some.
Yeah, we've got a lot of stuff we're working on. So when we pick something, it's just because it's the next thing that we have to do, or it's the next thing that we've promised we're going to do. So, but pastas are there. We will do pastas, I promise. Your favorite piece you've ever done is what?
Probably the Animal Crackers movie poster.
I love your videos. This is Chejashwi. I'm your new fan. You inspire me a lot. I used to do art a lot before and I stopped, but you motivated me to start doing art again. And now all my classmates think my art is chef's kiss.
Oh, I love it.
We love it. That's awesome. Would the white marker for this set work as a cover-up marker for mistakes on Bristol? J. Robert Deans would like to know.
Hey, J. Robert Deans. I think it could. I have not felt that it is as white as I would like it to be. It is not.
Not as opaque.
It is opaque. That's probably my biggest disappointment is the white is not like as powerful as like the other colors.
The last milk vendor said, good morning, both of you. I asked a few days back about using a 3D pen in some artwork. I tried it out, and to my surprise, it sticks very well to canvas.
That's
I'm
cool.
going to finish up and paint it soon. Hey, that's fantastic. That's exciting. Share that with us if you could. I'd love to see that. Have a good day at school, little muffin.
All right.
I'm a young artist and I'm facing difficulties copying pictures and portraits. Any tips?
Oh, I just did a video on tracing. If that'll help you copy your pictures and portraits. If not, you can try the grid method. Is another good thing.
Adelbert says, from my understanding, it's to prevent fraud. Like if I'm trying to avoid debt, if I'm married, if I'm trying to marry someone else, running from the law, etc., gives a chance if there's a legal reason.
Okay. Well, that makes sense.
That makes sense. It's not like somebody can say, no, you can't change your name at all.
Yeah.
That would tick me off. But okay, that makes sense.
All right. So I think I'm going to let this sit for a little bit. Now, what I want to do is first, they sent me this one with this black, and I kind of want to try just to see how it looks. So I'm going to do some little tests on this black.
Ooh, we love it when you test things, don't we, guys?
Look at that.
That's pretty. Please, what do you recommend I do to understand painting better? Because I just run when it comes to adding light and shadows and leave it plain.
Well, the best thing to do is to just get some paints and play around. I mean, that's what I'm doing right now. I've never used these. This is like my second time ever using these markers. And just try.
Your artwork inspired me to draw again and to get into watercolor, and now it's my favorite medium. You are one of the best art YouTubers currently on YouTube, and your videos help me out a lot.
That's so kind of you. Thank you.
Lyra is wrapping Christmas presents, and I hate wrapping, so thanks for keeping me entertained and positive. Those pins are so good. Love the design.
Yeah, look at how this just goes on. So let's try the white. Like I said, this is where I probably get a little disappointed.
Blair says, I tried to draw the Gandalf that you did, but it didn't work out, so I'm going to try again tonight.
Oh, I'm sure you're going to do fine.
This is not pre-recorded. We are live.
We are live.
You never know what's going to happen. Hello, baby. Hello.
No, please, no singing.
Okay. I have to paint 3 objects that represent me for an art project in school, and I have to make it with a crosshatch, so we can't smudge, and somehow I can't get any depth. Do you have any tips?
Cross-hatching. Let me see if I could find a piece of paper. I know there's, yeah, here it is. All right, cross hatching.
You're gonna need to push that up so we can see it. It's really at the very bottom of the. Thank you.
If you have, what you can do is you can do single hatches. Let's say you have a box, right? And let's say the light's over here. So you can either leave that part like that without doing it. You can have single hatching here. And then you can go in opposite direction here. The thing is, you can either to show gradation, you can go farther spaces and then get closer together. And that's just single. And then if you wanted to make it even darker, you can do that.
Does that help? I hope that helps.
So this will work better, I think, on a sphere. So again, what you're going to do is do that. And then down here, you're going to just do more lines. Or you can kind of crosshatch this way. I mean, you see how that works, how that's lighter and that's darker down here? And you're always going to, if you notice, I'm not going straight across. I am curving because I'm following the flow of the shape. So, these are going to be, these could be straight, but if you're doing something that has a curve to it, you have to follow that. And then the same thing is if I'm going to do a crosshatch, I have to come this way. Otherwise, your circle will look very flat.
Oh my God, it makes such a difference. Huh. Interesting. Did you apply anything to the controller before painting it?
Nope. No, those are just the controllers. So I think painting over the black might actually be pretty fun too.
Yes, the price on these is about $30 for a set of 30.
And as far as the controllers, I will give obviously whatever information I need to. I think I will have to use the word advertisement or ad somewhere, and so I've reached out to YouTube to ask what the proper etiquette is, because the company did buy me an Xbox and they are paying me to make the art and give them the original. So this is new ground for me.
Yeah.
But I like it. I like it. This was kind of fun.
How can you make a living on fine art?
I don't know. Fine art is very, very tough.
How are you guys? We're good.
We are good.
Monday morning it's raining. We're good. He is using the Arrtx acrylic markers this morning. Do you have the design already planned out, or are you winging it?
I drew it out, and then the rest of it is kind of winging it.
Liv said, left you a tip and says, always smile when I see a new video from you. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
The drawings you make are really flowy, colorful, and creative, but not too chaotic. The perfect combination. Your art inspires me when I get a notification of your video. I go straight to it and watch.
Thank you so much. I really do love making these videos for you all, and you guys are all so fantastic.
What age were you when you did your first commission?
First commission? Mm-hmm. I don't know, like in junior high, I'm sure people commissioned me with I'll give you a piece of bubble gum if you draw a kiss for me or something like that, My first paid job was well, I did some of the artwork for that company remember that book company? I did the Michael Jackson book cover. I did a couple.
Was that college or right after college?
I was in college at the time, and then after college, my first big one was I got to do a magazine cover. Yeah. I got paid $1,000 to do that, which was huge.
That was a lot of money back then.
Yeah. It was 1995-ish.
Yeah, probably 95. We were married, weren't we?
Yeah.
What kind of music do you listen to?
Usually 70s, 80s, 90s music.
What is your approach to drawing beards or stubble without having to draw every single hair? Just got started with portraits and faces and haven't found a nice way to draw that yet.
Oh, hold on one second. You want to find, if it's stubble, let's say this is someone's chin.
Hey, Robert, we see you.
If it's stubble, you're just going to do little dots, like that. And then, where there's more shadow, you're going to do the dots a little farther, closer together. And then where, there's not, you're going to do that. For like a beard, I tend to do something that's a little bit more like this, where I do the kind of the cross hatching, not the cross hatch, but like my typical hair kind of thing, like that. So you're not drawing every hair, but what you're doing is you're showing this is the dark parts and the spaces in between is the light parts. You're showing the highlights.
What are some of your favorite places to go out when you want to paint from real life?
Locally, probably just downtown Franklin.
We also like museums.
Yeah, museums are good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when you live in a small town, there's only so much you can do. So for us, we always like to try to travel if we can.
Which has been difficult of late.
It has been.
But that's okay. We're getting back out slowly.
All right. I think I am going to call this done for now. I'm going to take this controller and I'm going to spray it. Let me see what sprays I have.
Spray it outside?
Yeah, I'm not going to do it now. So I have Kamar varnish, non-yellowing.
Is it still good?
I'm sure it is. I don't think these go bad.
Look at the bottom.
2004.
Look at the bottom. Did it expire? There's got to be an expiration date on that.
It doesn't seem to have an expiration. Let's see. What does that say? No.
Okay.
And this is workable fixative. I don't need that. So I might spray this with this one and see. Let's see what else I have.
He's got so much stuff on the shelf, you guys. It's ridiculous.
I've got Winsor & Newton gloss varnish. That might be really nice. I might try this one, and then we'll see how it looks. But I'm going to try it on this.
Yeah.
And then this is going to be my guinea pig. And who knows? Maybe I might do a couple more.
JRW3 says 3 years shelf life.
3 years? Well, I guess we'll test them out. So, and then
Bethany says 2004 might be a tad on the expired side.
I will find out on the guinea pig. I don't know if it.
God does not ever throw anything away, you guys.
If not, I'll go buy some more. But yeah. And then if it goes well, I might, if you guys would like, do a couple more and offer them up as gifts or raffle or something like that. If any of you have Xbox, you guys want to buy the GameSir and do that. But this is what the game will look like. The game controller will look.
Hey, Santa's here. Santa just finished a fun on-air interview with WGN TV Chicago. Merry Christmas, my favorite time.
Oh, that's fantastic,
Yay!
Santa.
Oh, how fun.
So what do you think? I think it'll look better when it's a little glossier. And I spray something on it. But I am going to play around with her a little more. I wish I can get that pink hair a little pinker.
Yes, the mods are Scott's friend. We're not doing a raffle yet. We're going to see what we need to give back to the company.
Yeah.
And then we'll figure out what the next steps are with the controller covers.
But this was really fun. I really did like it.
Technically, it does not expire. It just might not work as well as it once did. I worked at a craft store. That's why we had to put the old ones in front, but we could still sell them.
Okay. Well, we will try it. But I had fun with this. I'm going to make a video on this sometime this week. Today I'm gonna do a video on the Grabby art set with the Wednesday Addams.
Yeah, we're doing a head-to-head. And you guys always ask us what the prices are of Scott's art supplies. So I will just tell you to watch that video today.
Yeah.
Because you will be given some interesting information. So there you go.
And that is it. We're finishing a little early today because
we're like 30 minutes early.
Yeah, well, sometimes we finish early. Last week we finished late.
That's right, we did.
You know, with Justin, we were almost 2 hours. So
yeah, that's true.
But we will see you all on Wednesday. And again, look for the
what are we gonna do?
Look for the video for the Grabby set today. I gotta start editing that.
Santa says, "Give back." Am I supposed to send back the cookies that you sent me? I would not think you need to send anything back. Oh.
Thank you, Santa.
Something tells me the cookies wouldn't make it long enough to be sent back.
And Santa and I are going to be doing a giving to a young girl video. It might be one of you. All right. Thank you all. Have a wonderful Monday, and we will see you on.
Have a marvelous Monday, everybody.
We'll see you on Wednesday.
Thanks so much for being with us here. We appreciate you. And I guess we're going to go because Scott says we're going. So, all right. Okay, well, we love you guys very much. And we'll talk to you on Wednesday. Bye, everybody.
Bye.